What if I told you that giving up your favorite bread, rice, and pasta is actually the worst way to fix your blood sugar? If your fasting numbers have been creeping up and you are terrified of being put on another medication, take a deep breath. You do not need to starve yourself, and you do not need to eliminate carbohydrates. In fact, the fastest way to reverse insulin resistance isn't about what you take off your plate, it is about what you add to it. I have helped countless patients stabilize their glucose levels in a matter of days simply by combining specific everyday foods that most people eat completely wrong. Today, I am going to show you exactly how to pair your foods using a method called nutritional synergy, which repairs your cells and flushes out trapped sugar so you can naturally lower your numbers and keep them there. Before we uncover the first pairing, please do me a quick favor. If you are tired of being handed a pill instead of a plan, hit the subscribe button, give this video a like, and drop a comment below telling me exactly what your fasting blood sugar was this morning. I personally read those comments, and your numbers help me design the exact content you need to heal. Let's dive right in. The standard medical system is wonderful for emergencies, but it fails miserably at chronic conditions. In a rushed 10-minute visit, nobody sits you down and explains that high blood sugar is just a symptom. The actual villain is insulin resistance. Imagine your cells are locked doors, and insulin is the key that opens them so the sugar in your blood can go inside and be used for energy. But after years of stress, inflammation, and hidden sugars, those locks get jammed. Your pancreas panics and floods your body with more insulin, but the doors stay shut. The sugar gets trapped in your bloodstream, and your doctor writes a prescription. But medications often just force more insulin into a body that is already drowning in it. My name is Dr. Susan Savelt, and I am going to teach you how to fix the locks. Instead of a long, confusing grocery list, I want you to focus on pairing foods together. Let me show you the first combination. It involves two things you probably already have in your kitchen: whole eggs and an avocado. Most people eat eggs with dry toast, or they eat an avocado alone as a snack. But when you eat two whole eggs, yes, the yolks included, paired directly with half an avocado first thing in the morning, you create a biological shield. The eggs provide pure, highly bioavailable protein, while the avocado brings a heavy dose of monounsaturated fats. When these hit your stomach together, they release a hormone called GLP-1. This physically slows down your digestion to a crawl. The result is something called the second meal effect. By starting your day with this exact combination, you are not just keeping your morning blood sugar flat, you are actually blunting the sugar spike of your lunch, even if that lunch contains carbohydrates. You are coasting through the day on steady energy, completely eliminating those mid-morning crashes that send you hunting for a cookie. Our second pairing is the ultimate evening rescue, and it involves Ceylon cinnamon and raw walnuts. You have likely heard that cinnamon is good for you, but grabbing the standard cassia cinnamon from the grocery store can actually be hard on your liver if you take it every day. You want Ceylon, true cinnamon. It contains powerful plant compounds called polyphenols that act as a mimic for insulin, waking your dormant receptors back up. But cinnamon needs a delivery system to work best. That is where raw walnuts come in. Walnuts are packed with polyunsaturated fats and omega-3s, which soothe the fiery inflammation inside your blood vessels. When you sprinkle a quarter teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon over a small handful of walnuts and eat them after dinner, you are doing two things. You are stopping the late-night sugar cravings dead in their tracks, and you are actively cooling down your inflamed cells while you sleep. Your liver has a bad habit of dumping sugar into your blood overnight when you are insulin resistant. This cinnamon and walnut pairing acts as a gentle stop sign for your liver, allowing you to wake up to a beautifully low fasting number. The third pairing is where we actually use a carbohydrate to fight high blood sugar. We are going to combine cooked lentils with a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. This sounds strange, but the clinical results are breathtaking. Lentils are rich in resistant starch and soluble fiber. They do not digest in the stomach. They ferment in the lower gut, feeding the good bacteria that control your metabolism. But when you drizzle 1 tablespoon of diluted apple cider vinegar over a bowl of lentils, the acetic acid in the vinegar binds with the starches. It acts like a chemical net. A prominent university study showed that consuming vinegar before or with a starch can lower the resulting blood sugar spike by up to 20%. You get to eat a comforting, filling bowl of carbohydrates, but the vinegar ensures that the glucose trickles into your bloodstream so slowly that your pancreas barely has to work. Let me tell you about Robert. Robert was a 60-year-old grandfather who came into my office terrified. His fasting numbers were consistently over 190. His vision was blurring, and he was convinced he would never be able to eat a family dinner again without fear. He was exhausted from starving himself on strict low-carb diets, only to watch his numbers rebound. We didn't restrict him. We implemented the synergy method. We gave him eggs and avocado for breakfast, cinnamon-dusted walnuts in the evening, and swapped his side of white rice for vinegar-dressed lentils. In 14 days, his morning numbers began to plummet. In 4 months, under his primary doctor's supervision, he safely stepped down from his medications. His energy returned, his vision cleared, and he got his life back. He didn't starve. He just ate strategically. If you are on medication right now, please hear me. These food pairings are so effective that they can drop your blood sugar rapidly. Do not change your medication without your doctor's explicit supervision, as you could experience a dangerous low. Bring this information to them and let them lower your dose as your body heals. You have the power to turn this around. Your body wants to heal. It just needs the right tools. If you found this empowering, please share it with someone you love who is fighting this silent battle. Keep moving forward. Keep adding the good foods, and I will see you in the next video.